Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I just got back from Shaw's and needed a couple of things. I needed some sugar and some tea, and I had done some grocery shopping just yesterday, so I didn't need much of anything. And but I seen this ad for this cereal, and I've seen some YouTubers do some, paid promotions for this product. So I thought I'd give it a try. So this is, I just bought it myself. I'm not associated with this company. Magic spoon. Yeah, I was watching something, and it was probably the commercial, and it said that they were actually in stores, so I thought it was like one of those just online type of things from their website. So this is supposed to taste good, but have less carbs. 4 grams, 13. But you know what? I bought this one, fruity, but now I want Fruit Loops. I'm craving Fruit Loops. Let's give this a try anyways. Well, it smells like Fruit Loops. That's a surprise. It's surprisingly warm. It's like 80 degrees, but I guess it's humid. So I turned the air conditioner on. Well, let's give this a try. Wow. It's surprisingly sweet tasting. But it makes me wonder how they're doing it. Initially, I was gonna say there's something that was sort of like a starchy taste or something like that. But it sort of reminds me of the texture you get from Captain Crunch. But it has the Fruit Loops flavors. Did you ever do an experiment in chemistry class where you make a scent, like I think we made? Well, everybody knows that the experiment's gone wrong when the sulfur experiments, the stink bomb. But I seem to recall in high school doing, like, there was experiments where you could do, strawberry smells or something like that. have to do, I should have bought some Fruit Loops. You know, the Fruit Loops are going to be, when you're chewing this, it sort of becomes like a pasty texture, maybe. Maybe not, maybe I'm being overly critical. I mean, something with more sugar is going to be, taste better. And if this, in fact, it says 4 grams. But it reminds me of that Seinfeld episode where they were going into that fat-free yogurt shop. That was actually fat-free, right? That was the problem, was that Kramer was dating the lab tech, right? And she mixed up the blood by accident, or he knocked the samples over, so they got the blood mixed up. But then there was they thought it was a big scandal that it wasn't actually fat-free. I guess I'd buy this again. I'd buy Fruit Loops too. But so here's my short receipt, and the total was $40.93. So Salada tea bags, $4.49. I bought a pound, right, of sugar. Is that what it is? Four pounds of sugar. $3.99. I bought some protein bars. Those actually have more carbs or grams of sugar than this sugar, I think. This has 10 grams of protein. It's a store. Usually they have a break. Oh, it's on the side here. Total carbs, 16 grams. 7 grams of sugar. So those were $2.99. I got a cucumber because I couldn't remember if I bought a cucumber yesterday when I was down there. And the cucumbers, 99 cents is WF Bistro. Oh, the seafood. I like these. I think this is a good snack. This here is I guess that is a freezer, because when I bought these the last time, I was surprised that they were frozen still after a day in the fridge. So I thought they were just in the refrigerator, but I guess that was a freezer. And these are $6.99. And you get the cocktail sauce in the middle there. You get 2 meals out of that, or 2 snacks. So it pained me, but I got rid of some oatmeal that was a couple of years old. I was online and they said oatmeal should be okay, a year afterwards, but depending on storage and stuff. I didn't know that I had some cornmeal in the cabinet, and someone suggested using cornmeal underneath the pizza dough to get it off the peel. But I was using the semolina flour. I opened up the cover of it was opened. I had opened it prior, and it had a tight lid on it. But when I opened it up, it had all the shells from like what do mealy bugs turn into moths? We call them mealy bugs. So they got, I think during the manufacturing process, it's hard to get stuff out. So if you don't use it fast enough, whatever is in there eventually hatches, I think. That's my theory. So I threw out the oatmeal I had, and of course the cornmeal, but bought another package of this. And this here is Quaker Nut Banana Nut, $6.99. And of course I couldn't resist. I think I have one in the fridge. I had one yesterday. I got 4 more of these. I'm addicted to this. $6. There's still 2 for. Wait a minute. Savings $1.96. This says $6. I thought they were, I forget now, $1.50 for 2 or something like that. Yeah, that's right, $1.50. So they're still on sale. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. So this has 38 grams of carbohydrates. Total sugar, 12 grams. As my experience that when I have oatmeal in the morning, it tends to make me sleepy. You know what they should do? They should advertise their other flavors or mention them on the box. It says naturally flavored. Another thing is when I went to pick this up, sort of like it seemed like it was narrower than what these boxes used to be, you know. You know, I had an interesting thing out yesterday. I went into Shaw's. I had an envelope because it just came from the bank, and I just carried it with me, and I just had the small basket going through self-checkout. And you know, they have the camera on the self-checkout. Well, it used to be a problem when you would start your self-checkout. If you put a bag on the scale, it would trigger the light to go on for assistance. So they didn't take into account the weight of the bag when you started, you know. Sometimes if you scanned your first item and then put it back down, that would be okay. But you couldn't just, open up 2 bags to get ready to load up grocery. People don't realize that each item is in a database, so they not only have the price but the weight associated with that item. So there's an expected weight when you scan it and put it in the bag. I always see people go through self-checkout. Their kids are sitting down on the scale, or they put their purse on the scale, or they scan something and they put it in a cart because they bring in a cart through. They're starting to crack down. It's 15 items, no more than 15 items through self-checkout. And they used to be kind of slacked. They used to be kind of not too serious about monitoring people going through self-checkout. But now they make sure there's always somebody there. But what I brought up is that I had the document, and I go to put it in the bag, and it set off the assistance light. And the monitor, you know, they have a camera on you. It's artificial intelligence. Excuse me. So it flagged it as suspicious activity, and then to shame you, it replays in a loop what you just did that they found suspicious. So I put it in the bag, and then it set off the alarm, so he took it out of the bag, and I told the guy I had, you know, this envelope. And another thing is I said, well, let me put it on. They have the printer right there on a little shelf. I said, let me just set it down on that printer. It flagged me and showed the replay of me putting it down on the printer. I'm like, where do I, you know, I guess I could put it, but it was a big envelope. I didn't want to fold it up. But I didn't know it did that. I thought it was just a weight thing. But now they have the video. Artificial intelligence is monitoring the motions you make um, in the video and flags as suspicious behavior. It won't let you continue scanning until you have somebody come over and reset the machine. Oops, sorry. Always something. That's the way you have to finish it, right? I don't know if anybody that's going to finish the milk associated with their cereal a spoonful at a time. Well, I just thought I'd do a quick video on this little small grocery haul and trying this new cereal. I might just have another. I gotta tell you though, what is it again? $8.49. I could finish this. I could see myself finishing this in one sitting. That's the thing, it's 4 grams, but then, and I didn't really fill up the bowl. I don't think there's another size. I think it only comes in this size. I don't recall seeing any variations on the size like the other cereals, come in the family size or... Wow. That's like a staple, American staple, right? Cereal. Cereal's getting expensive. All these fitness people they're talking about like the carnivore diet where you only eat, you cut out all breads and pastas and you only eat meat. And then surprisingly, someone said the other day, I was watching somebody, they say, you can have a salad and fruit and meat. So everybody has variations, but definitely no breads and pastas. That's why I bought the steak tips, but I think I have a potato in the fridge. jagged. They have bigger, like sugar crystals on it. But this is really, I don't know how they do it with natural flavors. It's pretty close to Fruit Loops. I was thinking they were using like chemicals. You know, they have all the artificial, like I was talking about in chemistry. They have ways of tricking the brain or the tongue receptors. They replicate these different natural flavors artificially, but it says natural flavors. So I'll mention this like at the end of the video here because I know some people gripe that I talk about anything health related. But I think one of the reasons or the catalyst of me buying that cereal was that I recently remembered to get some AAA batteries and put them in my new digital scale. And I weighed myself, and I weighed, I had, my socks and shorts on, and a shirt, and so maybe a half a pound, but it was 208. And when I was walking, like I said, I was walking sometimes 8 miles a day. And I got down to, I think I was down at one day I got down to like, I want to say 179, but I might be imagining that, but I'm pretty sure I was down to like 182, anywhere from 179 to 182. So I can't believe, because I had a problem with the doctor telling me I was like 202 or something like that on his scale with the weights on it. But I had my old fashioned scale was 5 pounds off. But his still was weighing more than my new digital scale. So he needed to recalibrate his scale. I still feel my arch on my right foot. You know, it's not painful or anything, but it has pressure on it. I know it's there compared to the other foot where I just don't think about it because it 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 just has that leftover soreness associated with whatever I did, which I'm pretty sure was like plantar fasciitis. I practically had a limp home on one leg that day. That's how bad it was, and it wasn't even a build up to getting sore, more sore. It was 1 minute, 1 second my foot was fine. The next minute it wasn't. The next second it wasn't. I had a blowout. Whatever physiology-wise goes on when that happens. I still not certain what plantar fasciitis is. Is it a torn muscle, a torn ligament, or just stretched? I see these people riding bikes, and maybe I should switch over to riding a bike. But I tell you, there's so many people on the road these days that their driving skills are questionable, to say the least. I know it's Boston, but every year somebody gets killed in Cambridge riding a bike, and they have dedicated bike lanes in Cambridge. I was gonna follow this up with like a scrambled egg and some breakfast sausage, but really not that hungry now. Especially after I finish the second bowl of milk. That's sort of one of the bonuses at the end of having Fruit Loops or Count Chocula, whatever. You'd have the flavored milk afterwards. Now I'm thinking of Lucky Charms too, where you eat all the cereal, leave the marshmallow, and eat all the marshmallows at once. Well, that's it. A small video here. Well, ends up being over 30 minutes with just a small grocery haul and trying this new cereal I've seen advertised. No association with this company. This is not paid. Magic Spoon. It says grain-free. cereal, grain-free cereal. That must be why the texture seems a little bit different when you're chewing it. Now it makes me wonder, what is it? What is it? I'm sure they talk about it on the website. Milk protein blend. I actually can't read this. I have to get I don't want to mix up the spelling there. It has a name there. I need my magnifying glass. Okay, let's see what this thing is here. Casein, casein. Whey protein concentrate. Sweetener blend. Allulose. Monk fruit extract. Oil blend. Hyaluronic sunflower oil. Avocado oil. Tapioca starch. See, I was getting this starchy flavor, starchy texture. Inulin from chicory root or agave. Natural flavor, salt, turmeric extract, spirulina extract, vegetable juice for color. Adds a trivial amount of sugar. Contains milk. Manufactured in a facility that processes wheat, soy, tree nuts, and sesame. So that's a heads up if you have a nut allergy. It's manufactured in a facility that does processing of tree nuts. So that's interesting. So let me end the video there. Thanks everyone for stopping by. I have some non-eating ASMR. I was reading that this Zoom recorder actually has a kind of a high noise floor, so it generates, it's a pretty noisy recorder. And I was looking at another recorder that audio experts recommend as a better choice. Yeah, it's almost like I was just thinking about it the other day, that I said I wonder if they still use that in elementary school. I think they did it on purpose because kids would actually eat stuff, so they have that natural paste for use for glue, on all the kids' projects. I think it would come in a big tub, and they just take a piece of what they call it, oak tag, piece of paper, and they'd have a big tongue depressor, scoop, put a little bit on a piece of paper and give it to each kid to do any of their glue projects. But that's what this has. It has that sort of a pasty aftertaste. I'd say it's still pretty close to Fruit Loops. And I read the ingredients, so it's not like all chemicals. So yeah, thanks for your continued support and your comments, and till next video, everyone. Thanks for